Now you look back, I mean, like you said, you've been an assistant coach and then a head coach with the Lakers since the late 80s, early 90s. What do you think of, like, what are some final thoughts you have when you look back on the career that you've had?
Well, I got to come up with some other words here. I keep using the words, grateful, blessed, thankful. Um, Coach Unger giving me an opportunity to come in as an assistant coach. And oh God, you want to, so I can feel like where you were mentioning earlier, Danny Calabufo. It's an unbelievable feeling. And like, wow, this guy's going to give me an opportunity. And I was all in, and I know Danny's all in, right? As is Whitey. But final thoughts on those things, it might seem odd, but back then, preseason workouts, where all these rules weren't in place with how much time you could spend with guys. Um, Breaking the team up into groups, groups of four, and the compressors being turned on at Romney and meeting the guys there at 10 at night or 2 in the morning with the fire hose out on the rink, flooding the rink back before you had maintenance people doing it, flooding the ice, painting the lines. Um, I know it doesn't sound like a great experience, but pushing the laundry bed from Romney over to, the laundry room at Laker Hall. You guys that have been there, you go out the back door, push it through a snow
Oh my
bank
Oh,
God.
to get onto the sidewalk or down the road if the
man.
sidewalks weren't shoveled and into the laundry room. And I know that sounds crazy. Sitting in the room at Romney Fieldhouse back before really computers were the thing, and on the phone for hours after practice every day, calling kids, calling coaches, calling the managers of teams, and the Ontario Junior League, the North American League back then, which was very small, uh, the Ottawa League. It's all changed, obviously, but those memories and the friendships of all the people that you meet recruiting, um, our players, obviously, our parents, just so many. I have not added that up over the last 36 years, how many different players have come through our program and how many parents and brothers and sisters and grandparents that you meet that now most of them that you can call friends. Um, Moments on the ice, you know, with Don Unger and George Roll, so many meaningful games. And, for myself also, the Frozen Fours, the league championships, the national championship. But I told some other people, honestly, the game that sticks out though, it was petrifying. It was terrifying. The very first game in the campus center against Utica. Every dignitary, every donor that made a contribution, everybody from the college, the community. I you can ask any of the players on that team, but I told them we can go 1-24 this year, but this game we have to find a way to win. Um, and lo and behold, you end up winning the national championship that year. But you know, and a storybook season of build it and they will come, and
Mhm.
everything worked out unbelievable. But the last game, knowing it was my last game at Hobart, that was, you know, I felt I controlled my emotions after the game, talking to the team, not telling them about my personal decision, but just talking to them about how proud I was of the job that they did and doing things the right way, and
Mhm.
grateful for the sacrifice that they made this year and our staff. I've been so blessed with great assistance. I don't know if I can name them all. I'll forget someone, but just this year's staff with Whitey and Mike Gray and Danny and Bobby Chattel, our trainer Elise. Just very grateful for all of them. And obviously Coach Digby was with me for a long time, and Joe Cardarelli now at Cortland, and
Mhm.
Kyle Laughlin, Danny Ford, Tierney. Who am I forgetting? Just a whole group of them, right? It's
Mhm.
Mhm.
I hate to go down that path because I'll forget someone, but they were. It wouldn't happen without them.